funny and hilarious animation came out 10 years ago that achieved a bunch of admiration of visitors that made creators to build sequel of Zootopia 10 years later, and we are here to talk about this movie that is suitable for kids and adults in everywhere.
A great flows in a movie and noticing to the all details made it a high level of animations and the great and on-timed jokes and facial responses made it more reality and made it more natural to combination between the real and imaginary worlds.
The story of a bunny, Judy Hobbs, that has big dreams about being a cop in Bunny Burrow, that there's never been a bunny cop, and Judy is the first one. And she wanna come true that dream, but people and her parents try to hold her back, try to disappoint her, but Judy, with her pure passion, try to remain strong and try harder and harder and better than before to be a good cop.
And some others made mockery out of her, but she wanted deeply and so inside of her wants to be a cop, real cop in the Zootopia, that where anyone can be anything. And that the pure passion doesn't let the others to make the hold her back, and she continues to her hopes to the continue and make a better opportunity for her futures at that time.
And Judy goes to Zootopia with big dreams and she thinks positively and live in the present. So she go to a police station, but her chief Bogo doesn't care about her dreams just like others and try to settle her down. And he gave her an impossible mission to crack a tough case, and if Judy strike out, she will resign.
She started doing a case with some clues comes from the fox named Nick, a sly fox who very curious and sometimes doesn't care about the Judy's job, and all the time he make a fun the Judy's, but the Judy collaborate him in his case, in her case, excuse me, and always gradually they come great and deeply bonds together, and they become real friends together, and they share the care and they share the information, that vulnerability they had in the past, and they are the two real friends.
A chain of incident happened and finally they apparently cracked the case. But Zootopia was such a real chaos after that, and predator and prey, the relation between them destroyed, and also the relationship between Nick and Judy was destroyed because Nick realized that deep down Judy is still scared of him because of carrying fox repellent.
Because of all that reason, she decided to quit her job, and at once they came back to her motherland. But suddenly she could to find out what the reason animals goes savage, and because of that she came back to the Zootopia, and with the purely apologize to the Nick, she decided to collaborate and continue that something together for the find the cases and crack it that. And after that, they could make a made and solve the solution, and finally, both of them became a good police in the
ZPD, yeah. And this hilarious and funny movie was great for visitors, so it made money great. and it's an animation. You know, animations are good because you can use imaginary aspects in that, which you cannot use that in real movie, but in animation you are able to do that.
Another side, we can got the attention to diversity of these animations.
Yeah.
About the accent, the sounds a main character of this animation they used of that. For example, the Chief Bogo used the British accent,
Yeah.
but all of the
Exactly.
others characters used the Americans the accents. And others factor
And the difference between animals,
yeah,
they
difference.
used it.
For example, at that, how much maybe they like some giraffe so long, but some like others mouse they were short.
Yeah,
Very.
or districts. They use the difference between
Yeah.
coal district and that
Cold,
hilarious
frigid
scene
eyes, and-
when Nick tried to hustle others when she melted that popsicle from a hot place in a cold place.
To convert that to the popsicles.
Yeah, and
Popsicle to the popsicles. It's
and he
cute.
made good money because Judy bought that popsicle $15,
$15.
but when she divided that money with his friend,
His friend.
40, it means $80.
$80.
Yeah. They used different features of animals like height of giraffes to make some comedy scenes, and also the slowness of sloth, that great flash hard in your dash. That sloths, they were slow, so the director, the writers, they used this feature great, and they made one of the most famous scenes that maybe you can see in Instagram, YouTube, or whatever else.
Yeah, it was just like our real life with the up and the downs moments we can have. That's something that's
Exactly.
important. We should pass it and increase our tolerance
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, just exactly, you know, sad scenes that were at movie. It was really deep, and I was engaged in that moment. It was just like life. It wasn't always up or always down. We had this gap between them, and that's life. That's the meaning of life.
Because the half of our life with the happiness and another's section of that with the sadness, and this is together. When you gather them, it's meanings and give the meaning to our life. That the point of this movie, anyone can be anything.
Yeah, and the voices of Judy and Nick, Jennifer Goodwin, and what? Jason Bateman.
Bateman.
They did their job awesome, and that their voices, we are adapted to their voices, and we just wanna hear that voices. And you can search their name to know a lot about these two guys. They did two characters great, and it's now in my mind, and we're gonna watch the sequel of Zootopia.
Yes, if you just wanted to us, and if you have it so love about that section, we analyze about it. About if you to ask us, we have to do it for you.
Yeah, tell us on comments if you enjoyed it. We will talk about sequel of Zootopia, the product of 2025. We will talk about it in forward videos.